checking in halfway through Phil Knight's Shoe Dog story of founding Nike by the founder himself. The biggest takeaway I've had so far is the fact that problem is synonymous with opportunity. When some people see problems and they stop, they hit a wall, others see opportunity and ability to solve a problem, not just for yourself, but for everybody else. I want to start off with one of the quotes early on in the book. First, Nike travels to Hawaii when he graduates from Oregon State University. When he goes to Hawaii with his business partner decides to stay there in Hawaii. I love what they were talking about when they start. What I really craved was connection with a capital C. I wanted to experience what the Chinese called Tao, the Greeks called Logos, the Hindus called Jnana, the Buddhists called Dharma, what the Christians called Spirit. Before setting out on my own personal life voyage, I thought, let me first understand the greater voyage of humankind. Let me explore the grandest temples and churches and shrines, the holiest rivers and mountaintops. Let me feel the presence of God. It reminded me of the 7 habits of highly effective people. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. By first listening and seeing what the world is already saying, what the cultures of the world, by traveling and experiencing the diversity of what life currently is, seek first to understand that diversity before you seek to be understood. Before you try to exact your own meaning on the world, your own purpose, figure out what the world is already offering by going and experiencing diverse cultures through travel, through collaboration, through ideation, continuing to never understand the truth, but to always question your most fundamental beliefs, so that way you're always staying curious to hear the perspective that you haven't heard yet. There's always something else to learn. Once we get up to 1968, he says, my life was out of balance, sure, but I didn't care. In fact, I wanted even more imbalance, or a different kind of imbalance. I wanted to dedicate every single minute of every day to Blue Ribbon. I wanted to be present always. I wanted to focus constantly on one task that really mattered. If my life was to be about all work and no play, I wanted my work to be play. So he was working at Price Waterhouse at that time. He said, not that I hated it just wasn't me. I wanted what everyone wants, to be me full time. That struck me, especially right afterwards. He says Blue Ribbon simply couldn't justify a salary for its co-founder. He was on track for doubling sales for a 5th year in a row, and he still hadn't gone and made any money for himself. He hadn't paid himself a salary. Myself being a founder, it just really reminds me, sit there, put all of your money back into your company, because the mission should be the goal at the end of the day. That should be the reward. The company needs to just continue to accelerate, because that's going to be the legacy beyond myself. It's the community that we've created collaboratively outside of just me that is really important. So because I believe so heavily in it, I invest everything that I earn back into Voice First. That way we can continue to grow as fast as possible. Lead by example and just continue to build out that way. Right now, Nike is in a place where his current shoe distributor cuts him off. So he, instead of seeing that as a problem, and at the same time his banker cut him off, instead of seeing those as problems, he is now looking for new distributors. He's found multiple, already started giving them a try, and he's on his way towards just pushing past those to the next level. When Nike saw this current situation, not as a problem, but as an opportunity, it allowed him to break past. And in quoting Ray Dalio's principles, there's this ribbon that we follow. When we hit a problem, we can let it drag us down and get really low. Or we can learn from that problem and let it launch us to a higher level. We'll obviously be ready to hit another problem, but see it as an opportunity to learn and launch yourself to the next level. Every challenge is a chance for us to learn and accelerate to the next level. You just have to see that it is an opportunity and not a problem. When you start finding more opportunities and less problems, you're able to create your own success in life. Although artificial intelligence is taking some jobs, it's also enabling new forms of work to be created. We live in a new economy where the opportunities are only as limited as your mind. Ask yourself, what problems exist to other people that are opportunities for you to solve?